here they have given you 2 dice and asked you to find the opposite face of 2. In the first step, check whether same number is present on the same face. Yes, same number, that is 1, is present on the same face, in the front face. So here you can use a logic that if same number is present on the same face, then remaining 2 faces will be opposite to each other. Here clearly number 1 is on the same face, hence 2 is opposite to 5 and 4 is opposite to 6. Here you have asked to find the opposite face of 2. Therefore clearly 5 is opposite to 2. Given 2 dice, find the opposite face of 3. Check for the condition whether it satisfies same number on the same face. Here 6 is a number on the same face. Hence the condition is satisfied. Then remaining 2 faces will be opposite to each other. Therefore 3 will be opposite to 1 and 5 will be opposite to 2. Clearly we can see that 1 is opposite to 3. If you have given 2 dice, always check for the first step. If it is not satisfied, then move on to the second step. Second step is that if 2 numbers are same, irrespective of their face, then the other numbers will be opposite to each other irrespective of their face. Let's solve few examples on this. Given 2 dice, find the opposite face of 4. Initially check whether step 1 satisfies the condition. There is the same number but they are not on the same face. Therefore, check for the second condition. Here the numbers 1 and 2 are the same numbers but they are on different faces. Therefore, leaving 1 and 2, other numbers will be opposite to one another. Therefore, 4 and 6 will be opposite to one another. Given 2 dice, find the opposite face of 5. Here 3 and 6 are same number on different face. Therefore 5 and 1 will be opposite to each other. Suppose if all the numbers in the given dice are different, then step 1 and step 2 doesn't satisfy the condition. Therefore we have a simple trick in step 3 which you have to follow so that finding the opposite face is easier. You know the top face, front face and side face of a dice. If 2 dice are given with different numbers, then top face of the first dice will be opposite to the side face of the second dice and front face of the first dice will be opposite to the top face of the second dice, and therefore side face of the first dice will be opposite to the front face of the second dice. This is the trick which you have to remember to solve if all the numbers are different in a dice. Given 2 dice, find the opposite face of 2. Here you can't apply either step 1 or step 2. So go to the tricky method, that is step 3. Step 3, front face of the first dice will be opposite to top face of the second dice and side face of the first dice will be opposite to front face of the second dice and top face of the first dice will be opposite to side face of the second dice. Therefore, clearly opposite face of 2 is 6. Given 2 dice, find the opposite face of A. As you observe the dice, clearly you can see that step 1 and step 2 fails. Therefore, go to the tricky method. Top face of first dice will be opposite to side face of the second dice and front face of the first dice will be opposite to top face of the second dice and side face of the first face will be opposite to front face of the second dice. Therefore, A is opposite to D. Now let's discuss about step 4. If you have only one common number irrespective of its face, then keeping first dice as a reference, rotate the second dice one step either clockwise or anti-clockwise according to the convenience. Consider an example. You have the characters A, B, C in the first dice and A, E, D in the second dice. So here only A is common. So in the first dice A is in the front face and in the second dice A is in the side face. So rotate the second dice one step, that is in anti-clockwise. Therefore This dice will now be as A, D and E shifted one step backward. Now clearly you can say that B is opposite to D and C is opposite to E. Using this logic, we can solve few more problems. Given two dices, find the opposite face of 4. Here you can see only one number is common, that is 1, irrespective of its face, and all other numbers are different. Therefore, shift the position of the second dice one step to the left, that is in anti-clockwise direction. Now, draw the equivalent of the second dice. Clearly, you can see that 4 is opposite to 2 and 6 is opposite to 3. You have asked to find the opposite face of 4. Therefore, 2 is opposite to 4. Given two dices, find the opposite face of 2. Here you can see 4 is the common number. Taking first dice as a reference, change the position of the dice to, that is 4, which is in the front face, should move to the side face. The shifted position of the second dice will be as, therefore, clearly you can say that 2 is opposite to 6.
Thank you.